Okay, so what's the pattern here? What's the general rule, do you think, for tiling with 3x1 dominoes? What have we landed on? What do you think the 3x7 is going to be?
So 3x7 should be 3x6 plus 3x4.
It's going to be 9.
Should be 9. So it should be the prior one plus
1.
2.
from
2 back.
Yeah, so you skip one. So if we were going to write down the Fibonacci formula, scoot these out of the way for me. If we're going to write down the Fibonacci formula, we would say Fibonacci n plus 1 equals Fibonacci n plus Fibonacci n minus 1. And we start with, we can start with, say, 0, 1. And then for the next one, it just says add the prior 2.
Yeah.
1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's our formula for our 3x1 tilings?
We can call it, f of...
Oh, sorry, I won't use f.
But g.
G of n plus 1 equals?
G of n.
G of n plus...
G of n minus 2? Or is it n minus... Yeah.
Yeah, I skipped one.
Yeah.
Okay. So we started out with, in the beginning here, it went 1, well, there was one way to do 0. There was one way to do 1 and one way to do 2.
Yeah.
So now for 3, I go this plus this. I got 2 ways to do 3.
And then you went that way. You got 3, 4, 6, 9, and then it would go on and on.
Next one would be 13. Don't know where to write them. Here, let me write them across here. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9.
13.
13.
19.
19.
28.
28.
41.
40. Yeah. Then you have 60.
60.
Yeah.
Alright.
So one interesting thing I can show you. Do we have time? Yeah, I've got lots of time. The Fibonacci numbers go 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55.
Yeah.
What happens when I look at the difference between them? It's 1, 1, 1, sorry, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5,
8, 13.
Well, that's to be expected, isn't it? Because that's how you get your next number, by adding two numbers.
So let's see what the differences look like here. 0, 0, 1,
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3,
So it's slightly offset, but
4,
it's your same thing.
6.
It's offset by 2.
Cool.
9. What do you think happens if I look at the differences of the differences?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a few more zeros.
Yeah, I have a few more zeros in the beginning that just sort of keeps shifting off this way. It turns out that some techniques from algebra allow us to write down explicit formulas for these numbers if we wanted to.
Cool.
This one involves the golden ratio, believe it or not. So the Fibonacci numbers are related to the golden ratio. This would be a different formula. But it's pretty neat. And just by writing down, just by thinking about the same sort of ideas of how do we create these tilings, we get really interesting and fairly easy to compute explicit formulas. Like if I asked you now to compute a 2 by 100 rectangle, you could do it.
Yeah.
Right? Or a 3 by 100 rectangle with 3 by 1s, you could actually do it. Whereas in the beginning, that would have seemed virtually impossible, right?
Yeah.
Alright, good work today, guys. Good job.